Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball. Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions.
Christmas, or in KG's case, Thursday. Did you get a good meal?
Oh yeah.
Did you have some quality family time? Did you get highly inebriated at some point in time? How you doing? Everything all right? Good morning.
Don't fall.
What do you want us to say? Like, what do you want us to say? Maz is knocking.
You're right.
crap
Just
over.
just stay still, man. Jesus.
So what do you want us to say? If you know anything about me, complete ownership. That's it. We weren't good. We weren't good this year. And I'm going to ask the guys in the room, and maybe ask you guys as well. When did you know this team wasn't going anywhere? When did it officially hit you? Because you guys know when it happened for me. And I was talking to Easy about it. Make sure you check out the heavies every night. For him, it was the Philly game. For me, finality hit on Thanksgiving. Because that was the second time that the Packers owned us. And I'm not going to be like other fan bases and blame things and stuff like that. The Packers owned us twice. My greatest fear before the season started came to life. And then there was the Dallas game. And for a lot of people, I was not one of them. I thought they'd lose the game. But it was Dallas. And Dallas is just waiting to fall apart, right? Dallas is just waiting to fall apart. You give Dallas a little push, and they're gonna free fall. You guys, I'm sorry. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. But the reality is, all the things that we talked about the last few weeks, that so many of you got mad at me for, or KG for, or Maz for, all the things that we talked about the last few weeks were the demise of the Detroit Lions. I'm not taking a victory lap over that. That doesn't make me happy at all. That was gross yesterday. What we saw yesterday afternoon was gross. It was gross. Do you know what it reminded me of? And I hate to say this, it reminded me of the old days. It did. Where I had to sit there and have a debate with myself. Am I going to allow the Lions to ruin my holiday? And I said, absolutely not. No way. I'm with my family. We all have health. No way. I'm not going to do that. But it had that vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it did for you guys as well. How many people even got through that game? I'm not being funny. I can tell you for me, when I watch a game, I'm locked in guy. I'm don't talk to me guy. If you want to come over and watch a game, let's watch a game, but shut your filthy mouth guy. All right? Do you know how often I got up in the third and fourth quarter and just, all right, I'm going to go walk over there and see what they're doing. Oh, I'm going to walk over there and have a little bit of this. I'm going to walk over there and have a little bit of that. And the reality is, and I think you guys know this, the reality is you saw it coming too. You saw it coming. Not just yesterday, but for a few weeks. Our trenches aren't good. They aren't. Sorry. Our offensive line is a disaster.
It's offensive.
Our defensive line is not the elite unit that people thought it would be. Sorry. And when you have less than trenches in the National Football League, you're going to fail. When you have less than trenches and you're working with third stringers in your defensive backfield, the only thing that can help out your defensive backfield is what?
Pass rush.
An aggressive pass rush that's going to get home. We're incapable of doing it. What more do you need to see? And I'm begging you.
We had 7 sacks.
Don't use what Maz just did.
We had 7 sacks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. How often do they get home? Consistently. How often do they put pressure on the quarterback? Consistently. Okay? This is what this team has been. You're not gonna make up for that. Sorry.
We lost to Max Brosmer. -3 passing yards. -3. We lost. And it really wasn't even close. We were never in that game. That drive for the touchdown, the only touchdown, was horrible. Was that not the most, I don't know, how would you describe that drive? It was ugly. It was ugly. And I was like you, Sean. I walked around all afternoon. Matter of fact, when the half came, I was like relieved. And great dinner was actually served at halftime. I mean, the schedule at Brad and Erica's house, thank you for hosting, was perfect. And I didn't give a damn Snoop Dogg. I just needed a break. We had dinner, and you know what? I sat for 3/4. I missed almost 3/4 of the third quarter because I didn't want to get up and go back and watch the game. And I came back, and they were only down 10-7. I was like, okay, 5 turnovers, only down 10-7. Maybe they'll pull this game off. Even if they do, we're going to get mocked on next week. And they didn't. Another field goal, go down 6, and then that run by Addison to put it away. And Dan Campbell looks vacant. They look vacant. The running game is non-existent. Amon-Ra St. Brown's playing hurt, probably playing at 60%. Yet he goes out there, does what he has to do. Monty and Gibbs, they pulled the masks off him. They pulled the masks off Gibb, and he was the Joker. He hasn't done anything in 3 weeks. And it's all because of that O-line. At one point, I didn't even know who the hell was on the line. I mean, Decker was out. He was sick. I guess a bug went through the locker room late, and they had some illness.
Of course.
Panay went down. I'm like, okay, this is just unbearable. Unbearable.
You know, and Maz, I'm glad you brought it up, and I know the context that you brought it up, so I'm not chastising you. People are going to say, look, we got home yesterday. How frequent was that defensive line getting home? I don't want to hear that. I know why you brought it up.
I was joking.
I know you were.
Yeah.
Like you guys, we weren't good enough. There's a shitload of work to do. There's a shitload of work to do. I will tell you this, though. I'm going to say it again. I do not believe the window is closed stuff. When you have the core that you have locked up. I do not believe that, all right? This is a really good core. The heavy lifting starts now. This is where the heavy lifting starts, especially as these contracts start to escalate.
Which is happening this season.
This is where the heavy lifting starts. All right?
Like, this was the year you should have won because the contracts were at the low point. Now they escalate. Now you have no salary cap room. You really don't. You're going to have to rework some deals, Goff especially. You're going to have to rework deals. And like you said, now's the time where a general manager has to earn his pay.
You got to do it, man. It's reality now. Here we are. This is where we're living right now. This is first world problems. This is what happens to good franchises. All right? And the Lions have been a good franchise for a couple years. Make no mistake about that. I'm not going to diminish it. But yet at the same time, I'm not going to give it a pass. Not when I have been one of those guys, and I know KG's been with me, that anything short of the Super Bowl is fail. And last night to me was just like the perfect kiss goodbye on this season. It's you guys, whether we want to admit it or not, it's been an uphill climb from the second the season started. Okay? That Green Bay game at Lambeau. And there have been a few times it's like, no, we're coming together. Don't worry, no, we're coming together. And then we got that brief time where you were like, all right, we're getting the anchor back. We're getting Frank Ragnow back. Don't worry about it.
Maz is killing me right now. I love you, Maz. But please, I'll be over there in a second.
You guys, I wish you could see.
I'm trying. I'm like the lie. I'm coming apart at the seams. I'm trying.
The worst part, KG. The worst part, KG, is Maz doesn't want to talk, right?
Yeah, right.
But he's showing his frustration, and he's got cartoon Maz look on his face. And so what I'm doing in my head is he's reacting, is going, "What the hell am I supposed to do with this? I'm sitting in my coffin."
I got a mic that won't stay up.
Yes.
Yes, my mic won't stay up.
Oh, my God. There's pills for that, man.
Yeah. Well, this freaking place needs it.
God.
We are 1-4 against the division.
We got swept by the Pack and the Vikings.
1-4. And it's screaming like 1-5 right now. Let's be honest. It's screaming like 1-5. And yeah, we're staring down the chance of finishing 8-9. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care if you guys could see what I could see right now. I'm trying to look in the camera. I'm trying.
Don't touch it. Look at it.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
They should put a time lapse on this fucking thing.
We're good.
It's like the little boy, like mommy's trying to make him look so good on Christmas Eve.
And he just want to keep taking the little suit off.
I don't want the bow tie on.
Like, just
It
leave
hurts
it
my
alone,
neck.
goddammit.
Just wear the bow tie, Thomas.
Right.
I put mama, it hurts my neck.
Baz is perfect. Please don't touch it for the rest of the
I'm
show.
not going to touch it.
Okay, thank you.
I don't believe
Thank you,
that
sir.
for
I'm trying to
a
get your 10,000 video cuts.
I
Please.
don't believe that
Help
for
me
a
out.
second.
Okay,
Help
I want
me
you to
out.
watch where it is now. Inside of 3 minutes, it'll be on top of my laptop.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to touch it.
Jared Goff, 18 of 29, 197 yards, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles. Although that last fumble, I don't.
Who cares?
The snap,
I don't give a damn.
I don't
even care.
I
Don't read me even stats.
I don't know.
Vikings had -3 yards. What'd they have the first game? 155 total
I don't-
yards? They beat us.
The
with-
JJ takeover, remember? It was the
Yeah. They beat us without doing anything.
You guys got to stop this bike stuff, okay? You guys, I'm begging you. To stop
I didn't
this.
touch it.
You guys.
He didn't.
I didn't touch it.
This is unbelievable. But it's par for the course. Obviously, we're getting reaction from you guys. This is going to be one of the strangest off seasons ever. And it's funny. I haven't looked at any of the chat so far. I'm sure we're going to be besieged with people that fine, jump off the bandwagon. I'll speak for me. I'm not jumping off no damn bandwagon. I'm not jumping off anything.
My mother-in-law yelled at me on my way home last night.
Why?
Because, my kids and we all got like Lions gear. I'm like, who the F wants to even wear it? My mother-in-law, my elderly mother-in-law, 83 years old, told me, true fan always sticks with their team. I'm like, I am an effing, and I cursed at her. I cursed at my mother-in-law.
And I cursed at
I
her.
cursed at her.
That's pretty cool.
I am a fucking fan.
Tell him, Maz.
It's
Fuck
going
that
on
air
70 years. 70. And the Bears are they're gonna annihilate us next week.
You know what it comes back to, and this is what I'm referring to. And again, I can hear it now.
I'll be there in a second.
KG, I'm not jumping off no bandwagon. I'm pretty sure that you're not.
No.
I'm not saying this is over. I'm not saying we missed our window or anything like that. You know what I am saying? You know what I'm saying? Our general manager is on the clock and has been on the clock. And he's...
Look at the screen.
I don't want to
look at the screen. I'm still on the effing screen.
Then
That's
you
okay.
waved.
That's
Then you
fine.
waved.
Cares.
Our general manager is on the clock. Our general manager who had this town eating out of his hand suddenly is on the clock.
Remember the elevator?
Remember Villain?
Whew. I still have a villain sweatshirt.
He
I'm going to burn it.
Our general manager is a villain to many right now. He's a villain to many, and not in the way that I think he wanted to be the villain. And this is where we're at, man. This is.
Can I come up by you?
Yes.
Got to put the child locks on.
I'm coming up by you.
This is.
On the commercial.
Yes,
I'm
is
coming up by
Maz,
you.
I'm so okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
this is-
over.
It's our show now. We do
It's
what the fuck we
over.
want to do.
This is unbelievable.
Matter of fact, go to a fucking commercial right now.
I mean, we can't even do a show right now.
No.
This is unbelievable.
Go to a
Right, so-
commercial.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
KG, can we go?
Absolutely, we can.
I'm going to try my best to explain this to you guys, okay? Seriously, all right? Maz is in his chair. They have a configuration. They have a configuration where they prop a mic up near his face. And then to prop the mic up near his face, they have this bar that's supposed to hold the mic in place. The bar keeps falling.
The mic is too heavy.
Keeps falling
Yes.
because it's too heavy. Maz keeps fidgeting with his tie. And so what KG just did during the break is he took a chair and brought a chair over.
Because I got to ghetto rig it, bro.
To try to prop it, to rig it.
I got to ghetto rig it because the whole point of this other mic stand was so we didn't have the slide off problem. Because the old mic stand, it slides everywhere against the massage chair. Now we got a mic stand that doesn't do that.
Look at this
But the
thing.
fucking, the top part of it wants to keep falling. These are the things that we have to deal with.
I want to walk it. Listen, I want to
production.
walk around
So-
and grab that camera. And like turn it around just so I can show everybody at home.
It's crazy.
The only thing missing is duct tape. If
Oh,
we
yeah.
had a roll of duct tape
Kenny,
to
show-
try
show-
to put this all together.
It's
Show me.
crazy
I'm gonna
what we
put the
deal
computer
with.
down.
Yeah, oh, damn.
Here's where the mic is now. There's the mic.
This is what we have to deal with. We trying to get better equipment in here and be more professional, but this is what we have to deal with in the meantime. So, yep.
And it doesn't help. It doesn't help that Cartoon Maz is in the house today. Kenny, what am I supposed to do with this?
You know what? I think the mic stand is perfect symbolism of this Lion season. It's just been slowly sinking
right.
to the bottom. I think this is poetic, actually.
How'd they get worse every game? How did they get worse every game?
Trenches
poetic.
are so important.
Holy shit.
Trenches are so important. Oh my gosh. All right, Kenny, why don't we take a break and then
Yeah,
we'll maneuver
just a
some
quick
things
break.
and we'll bring chairs up here and then we'll get Maz out of, as he says,
Yeah,
his words.
we
"My
commandeered the show."
coffin.
We sorry, CJ. We doing this our way. It's this Friday, man.
It's
I'm trying
over.
to get up out of here. All right, so let's take a trip to Art and Jake's and then Buddies.
Oh, Art and Jake, do you want me to do a read?
Yes, I do.
A read?
I absolutely do, man. Thank you.
Really?
Thank you, brother.
And then
Okay.
what after that, KG?
You said what? And Art, Jake's, and their buddies.
All right.
Okay. Let's go on over to Art and Jake's. I wish I was there right now. If we had a remote, I know the mic would stand up because we've been there before. Art and Jake's, 6 locations here in Michigan. They even have one in Atlanta, Georgia, outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Get on out there. There's no better place to watch the game. Over 80 televisions, 22 draft beers on tap, and a great menu loaded with fan favorites, including that half-pound Fairway burger. They got the Bang Bang shrimp and a lot more. And don't forget their specialties, Rib Night Mondays, Fajita and Margarita Wednesdays. And join that Art and Jake's fan club. Become a member. Make every game day a win at Art and Jake's.
You know, maybe today's a great day to get yourself a pizza, right? You had all the fun and frivolity. You don't want to do the cooking. You can let buddies do the cooking. And by the way, if you miss taking care of somebody, you can still do that, right? With every $50 gift card purchase, now through the end of 2025, you receive a free 4-square, 1-topping pizza voucher. Like, what a fantastic deal. So get yourself a coupon. Maybe you forgot somebody, whatever the case may be. You get yourself a free 4-square, 1-topping pizza voucher. Buddies can take care of you. You don't want to do any cooking today. Do what you need to do. Why don't you head into Buddies, take care of somebody else, and get yourself a free 4-square, 1-topping pizza voucher. Check them out, buddiespizza.com.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. Thenfights.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Woodward Sports is your number one source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Terry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's number one sports network. And prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you will. We got Tully, everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Head to woodwardsports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. Woodwardsports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at woodwardsports.com. Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions.
Morning, y'all. Sweet Potato Cam here to talk to you about Mad Packs, the hottest new cannabis brand, and they have partnered with Woodward Sports. They launched a new product, available at select retailers near you. Hot Low is getting you delivering top-tier quality and unbeatable prices like Boom Shakalaka, Live Resin Infused, Tarantula, this one's the Whip, Blizzard Packs, Moon Rocks that hit like a blizzard. Not like that freezing rain out there right now. Stay tuned with Woodward Sports Network for all the latest updates.
Hi.
Hey,
We made it, y'all. God damn.
Good morning. There is that crazy, there's some crazy illness going around. Like, it ripped through my household, and it's that illness that isn't letting you go, and it ripped through the lines, and it ripped through Allen Park.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Dan won't be joining us today. We'll catch up with him next week.
All right.
So, Dan, hope you're feeling better. Maz, why don't you show everybody what you have?
what do you mean? What do I have?
Right near your right hand. What's
This?
no?
Don't.
Not your phone. What is right in front of the coffee? What's that?
What's
that
up,
pile?
Maz?
What's that pile right there?
Show the people what's going on.
My buddy from bowling,
Your buddy from bowling.
Chris.
Yeah?
We bowled together on Tuesdays.
Really?
Not on the same team, but we're good friends. He listens, he watches.
Yeah?
Big sports fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. He just came to say hi.
All right, so what is that right there? What is that near your right hand? Why don't you hold that up for... Yeah, right there. Why don't you hold that up for everybody, Maz?
Yeah, what you got there, Maz?
Go ahead, Maz.
What
Don't
do
be
you got,
shy.
man? What is that? Now, wait a second.
That isn't what I think it is. What?
Whoa.
What?
I don't know what this
In my own dojo.
I don't know what this is.
In my own dojo.
Not from your daughter, huh?
You have the audacity to bring that in. Did it make you feel
Paraphernalia.
better?
Did I
Is it-
bring it in?
No, is it like Linus and Linus's blanket? Remember Linus needed to keep his little blankie with him to feel better? Oh, yeah. Okay. Put it over your shoulder there, Superman.
Maz is guilty, man.
I'm not
So
guilty.
guilty.
Evidence Planet.
So guilty.
Evidence Planet. Paraphernalia.
So guilty.
Come on, man.
Contraband, right? He has Chicago Bears contraband.
This is not mine.
Yeah, sure it's not.
This is it's not mine. It's a large.
Then why is it at your spot on the desk?
Because my friend
It
Chris,
wasn't up there before you got up there.
my friend Chris thought it might be fun to bring it in, and that's it.
Mass, that'd be great that would be great on the stand though. This isn't mine, it's a large. Well, I mean
I rest my case. The defense rests.
he's got a point there, Your Honor.
Right.
Defense rests. I don't wear a large. I don't think I ever wore a large. Maybe a large in the Husky department when I was a kid. That's it. We got super chats up the yin yang.
Yeah, why don't you get to some of those super chats?
You want me to read them, or you want KG to read them?
No, you go ahead. I'm shot already.
All right, here we go. Let's start it off with Sideless.
Yes.
From back in a little earlier today. He says, I'm not even disappointed. The Steeler game was it for me. So let me say something.
I asked that earlier.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you guys
When
had
did
to
you
pick
mail
a
it
game,
in?
when did it? It was Thanksgiving for me. Remember?
Yeah, I was at that game.
The
and
day
I
after
left in
Thanksgiving, I came in and I said, guys,
Yep.
we aren't going anywhere. The sooner we accept it, the better
Correct.
off we'll be.
Yep, that's a fact. And I left in the early parts of the fourth quarter of that game, and my daughter was upset. I'm like, honey, let's get the hell out of here. The least we could do is get to Thanksgiving dinner on time. But let me bring this up.
All right.
I love Dan Campbell. Everyone knows that. You know that. Right, guys? You know that?
We might.
They quit. This team quit. They didn't show up for the Steeler game until the Steelers were basically giving it to them. And yesterday was an absolute disgrace to lose to that team in their little white uniforms that didn't even look purple. It looked blue, the numbers. They weren't the Vikings. That was a fraud of a team that we played. Max Brosner. Brosner. That was who we lost to. We lost to J.J. McCarthy, 155 yards of total offense that day. And now we lose to a team that threw for -3 yards passing with Jefferson and Addison and Hawkinson and Aaron Jones on that team. -3. We lost to them. We had 6 turnovers or 5 turnovers. I lost track. We lost that game. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. We couldn't do anything. He threw for under 200 yards, Jared Goff. 1 touchdown and 5 turnovers, including some bad snaps. Dan Campbell, I think his message has hit its peak. And the going for 4th down and stuff like that, which I usually love. But, Sean, what do I tell you about the 4th down stuff? It has to be what? If the offense is going good, by all means, go for it. Situational. If the offense is going good, you go with it. Now, they went for it on 4th down from the 5-yard line, and Tesla made a great catch. Got the wind knocked out of him. The kid's going to be a good receiver. No question about it. He was a great pick if a team needed a wide receiver. They didn't. So now they have 3 receivers. 1 running back, David Montgomery. I don't know where he's going to go, what he's going to do. And the offensive line is in turmoil. Penei Sewell, playing hurt all year, re-injured again yesterday. But I think Dan Campbell's grit and all of that bullshit has run its course. It has. And I love him. And I hope he can rebound and bring this team back. And we're going to go over the schedule in a little bit. Wait till you see the schedule that they're going to have next year. You guys are going to think they're going to win 13, 14 games again. You are.
I don't buy for a second they quit. I don't buy for a second. I think the reality of the situation hit them as it hit all of us. I really do. I think they knew what they had on the offensive line. I think they knew what they had in the defensive backfield. I think the cold, hard reality and some of the things that you got so pissed at us for saying the last few weeks, not you, Tom, but people out there, I think the cold, hard reality hit everybody. We weren't good enough. Our offensive line was a joke. Our defensive line was not good enough. We were not good. Okay, if you want to include the "we're good" joke, you go right ahead. And our defensive backfield needed a great pass rush, and we don't have a great pass rush. We don't. There's no other way to say that. It's hit or miss. It's hot and cold. They don't consistently get to the quarterback, all right? Yesterday, yes, you can say, well, we had 7 sacks. Come on. You guys watch the same game that we do. There's no way you can call that defensive line elite. Sorry, you can't. I don't know how else to say it, all right? So I don't think that there's quit involved. I don't think, and Maz, I'm emphasizing those words on purpose. I don't think that Dan's message has run its course. But everything's out there right now. Everything's out there. I don't blame
Can we admit
people.
that he's not a good second half coach?
I think he's not a good second half offensive coordinator for sure.
Okay.
And he shouldn't be doing that. Can we please get a legitimate offensive
We've
coordinator?
been out schemed in the second half for a long time.
While I'm patting myself on the back about certain things, let me now pound myself in the back. I am 1,000% guilty of minimizing the importance of Ben Johnson leaving.
Yeah.
I'm 100% guilty of that. It turned out to be massive. I saw it not be massive for other teams. I factually brought up other situations where, whatever will we do in Dallas? Whatever will we do in New England? Whatever will we do here, there, and anywhere? All right? And it hit us huge. There's no other way to say that. To say that we missed Ben Johnson would be a gross, gross understatement. And we have to find the right coordinator.
Yeah.
Let Dan Campbell do what he does. I still buy into Dan. As I told you, and we were talking about this a lot in the chat, our Woodward chat, I'm telling you, it'd be the best show ever. It really would be. Emotional, irrational, like explosions from everybody in the chat. It's awesome. Like, KG, if we could figure out a way to make that a show, that would be the greatest show ever.
Trying to tell you.
It would, honestly, it was, and I love Trav. Trav said something last night. I'm not going to repeat it. And I said, Trav.
But he doubled down on you.
Yeah, but then he totally agreed with what I was saying at the end and gave me a thumbs up.
Then I gave up.
To compare one villain to another villain is just a bad comparison. He knows that. And all right. But listen, this is what I'm saying. You guys can say whatever you want today, all right? Because this was a failure of a season. It was ugly. And now looking ahead, are there reasons to be optimistic? Of course there are reasons to be optimistic. We have such a good core. But all of a sudden, you know what has crept into the chat? Doubt. Doubt has crept into the chat. And to all the people out there that said, why didn't Brad get somebody at the deadline in 2023? To all the people that said, why didn't Brad do more in 2024? To all the people that said, why didn't Brad do more in 2025? You're right. You're right. Because we fell short. That's it, right?
Hands down.
That's it.
That's the whole Lions team for the past 4 years, in a nutshell.
Right.
And we didn't win it all. And KG, do you have that sound bite from the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, I do.
We can go back to this 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever the hell it was.
Remember
in
how
San
mad
Francisco.
people got at him? Gosh,
Yeah.
that was irrational anger.
Yeah, here it is.
And sometimes you can only say so much. You got to live it, unfortunately. You got to get your heart ripped out, which we did. And it's a lesson learned. And look, I told those guys, this may have been our only shot. Do I think that? No. Do I believe that? No. However, I know how hard it is to get here. I'm well aware. And it's going to be twice as hard to get back to this point next year than it was this year.
It is hard to get there. It is so hard.
There it is.
It's so hard to get there. So hard. And like I said, before the mic was on, I've been watching since 1970, the NFL. I watched that game, the Dolphins and the Chiefs, at that time the longest game in NFL history. On Christmas Day, that was a divisional playoff game. Last game for the Chiefs at their Memorial Stadium before they moved into that beautiful Arrowhead Stadium, which they're going to abandon in 2030. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But, yeah, I fell in love with football that Christmas Day. I was by myself. All the family was upstairs. I went to the basement, put on that game, and watched that double overtime game. And Miami was dominated the whole game by the Chiefs. They wind up winning it. Chiefs didn't go back for the entire decade of the 70s after that, after winning a Super Bowl the year before. And you can go on and on and on how hard it is to get to that NFC Championship game. Ask the Washington Commanders. They were there last year. Remember when they beat us? And they got railroaded. They got run over by the Eagles. And look what happened to them this year. There's a lot of teams that wish they can get back there. I'm not going to bring the Chiefs up anymore because they've been so good for so many years here in the 2000s. They have a great quarterback. We could talk about our quarterback as well going forward. But it is hard to get there. And how close they were to getting to their first Super Bowl. Their first. And here we are, 2 years later, not making the playoffs. And beaten to hell. 2 straight years, beaten to hell with the injuries. I don't know how else to say it. I've just never seen a team take on this much water.
The Buffalo. I said it back then. I say it now. I mean, who would have thought the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen have yet to be to a Super Bowl? The Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson have yet to be to a Super Bowl.
He's ready to get traded.
It's not as easy as we think. I go back to my prop bet. If I made a prop bet at the beginning of the year that the Commanders, the Lions, the Chiefs, and the Ravens weren't going to make the Super Bowl or weren't going to make the playoffs, do you know how much money I would have won?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? I would have won. I would have won so much money. 23-10 final, and it wasn't that close. You know it. You watched the same game that I did, and
they didn't show for the second half.
The reality is we've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to say it again, though. I don't believe for a second when you have this much talent locked up, I do not believe for a second that the window is closed. And I have watched teams stay relevant for years because they make good personnel decisions. Our franchise needs to get back to making good personnel decisions. It has not been a good run for a long time now.
Not at all.
That's reality. It hasn't. I don't care if you're Brad Holmes' mother watching. I mean that. We haven't made good personnel decisions in a while. That's the reality. I don't like saying it. But for the first time, how many times did we say Brad has a big credit line? He has built up a cachet.
Yeah.
This year he used a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? You can't keep using it. You got to pay that bill.
You got it.
You got to pay the bill eventually. So
you got it. Any other super chats, Maz?
Yeah, we got a bunch. Bass DJ Ren, $5. You guys told me I was crazy when I said Dan Gamble was a Ben Johnson merchant and a younger Mike Zimmer, and yet here we are. So,
what do you want me? I disagree with you, but how can I argue that point right now?
You can't. None of us can.
Can't.
Sideless, I'm drawing the sword here. I will not stand for Tesla slander. A third rounder wasn't replacing Ragnow. He ain't Broderick, Manu, DPJ, Davenport, Levi, and Mosley.
Yeah, anybody slandering that kid is definitely not his fault.
We're not slandering him. He's going to be a terrific receiver.
I'm saying for anybody that
we shouldn't have taken him when we did.
I don't know, man. I think the kid is the genuine article.
Yeah, he
and
is.
Yeah, you can make, they gave up all this capital, but at least the kid is productive. He looks like he's going to be a part of this team for a long time.
He is going to be. Freddie Felt, Sean B. delivering the first eulogy. Man, I am angry. Yep. We're all angry, Freddie.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, by the way. New Jordan era. Brad Holmes had some humble pie after this loss.
Yep.
Absolutely.
No doubt, man. He's got to own it. Future in doubt. Losers don't deserve airtime. Talk Pistons, Red Wings. Talk Lions after the new league year starts. Not jumping ship, but don't want to hear it.
I respect that.
Yeah. You're going to have to
that.
turn the channel because we have an obligation to talk about it.
Can I say one thing before you move on? Do you know what I think a lot of people are guilty of? A lot of people, including Brad Holmes, but for the record. I think a lot of people are guilty of saying, why didn't we address these things in the draft, forgetting that Frank Ragnow retired, almost a month and a half after the draft?
Pretty much, yeah.
He absolutely screwed
I
them.
think people are making that mistake. And by the way, I'm not letting Brad Holmes off the hook.
Yeah.
I think Brad Holmes made the mistake of not realizing how close he was. I really do.
Right.
Go back to the Ndamukong Suh days. What do you always say about that day, Sean? What do you always say that Martin Mayhew
he had his pants down.
Fell asleep at the wheel.
He had his pants down. He did. He got caught with his pants down. I mean, that's real.
Yeah.
I told you. I know this for a fact. They had a meeting the next day. The next day, they were sitting in a room, and Martin's like, "Well, who do we put a circle around? Huh? That's how sure he was, Maz.
That Sue was coming back.
That Sue was coming back.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
how sure he was. And
I don't.
Frank was close to retirement. I think everybody knew that.
Well, he was a beaten man.
Yeah, I think they knew that.
I don't think anybody thought it would be on, what was it, June 2nd?
Right,
I don't
right,
think
right.
anybody thought that.
And
so that's why I have to give them a little bit. If they thought that, they probably would have approached the draft differently, right?
Maybe, but I mean,
think
they
we can
did
say that.
allocate 2 of those picks to offensive linemen. So maybe there was something. Maybe they just didn't know an exact date of when it would happen. But I think he saw that it was on the horizon. The same way that they drafted Manu last year, kind of knowing, all right, Taylor Decker is starting to move that way. The same way that they did with Tyleek Williams, DJ Reader's coming off the books. We need a replacement there. But what I will say is maybe he put too much stock into a rookie and a guy that had only played for 1 year, not even the whole year. And maybe he just had too much faith in those guys being able to take those positions.
Well, and this is where I'll say maybe he was guilty of playing chess when he should have been playing checkers.
Right.
The opposite.
Yeah.
You know, instead of looking that move ahead to, okay, this will help us in 2026, this will help us in, maybe he should have said, okay, but wait a second, I got to take a step back. I got to think about my next move.
Right.
Not the move after that.
Right now.
Yeah. So
think about the right now.
I think there's a modicum of value there.
Yeah.
Ryan's reaction: MCDC averaging 9 wins a season. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he kind of brought. I'm going to tell you the exact same thing that I brought up last week. There is no possible way I can compare Jim Caldwell in this era. And I know you ran with that last week. And there's one thing that you're omitting. They actually won playoff games.
Yeah.
They won twice. They won more playoff games in a week than Jim Caldwell era did in its entirety. At no point in time did the Jim Caldwell era, did me personally, I'm just going to use me for an example, say, I think this team can win a Super Bowl. Yes, even in 2014. Even in 2014. As good as that team was with that defense, all right? I mean, I'll ask you, did you look at that team and go, yeah, we could win a Super Bowl?
Hell yeah.
In 2014?
Yeah.
With that offense?
Yes.
Well, I'll disagree with that. How's that?
Well, the Ravens won with just defense.
How long ago was that?
Super Bowl 35.
All right, so how long ago was that?
25 years.
Has the league changed since then?
It has.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I don't believe that that's the case. Not with a defense that, or with an offense that was so less than with that. So, and then of course, I mean, let's not forget the results. We went and lost a game.
Yeah.
So I know Ryan's been running with that, but how you could compare Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell to Jim Caldwell and Martin Mayhew is mind-boggling to me. I mean, number 1 seed, 2 playoff wins, NFC championship.
Mm-hmm.
And compare that to Jim Caldwell.
Can't.
Okay, cool.
Here's Tuck and Flint, $10. I don't do this often, but I have to shout out Maz and KG for fighting the good fight on Tuesday with Anson and his extra chromosome, having takes and his entitled nonsense response.
Yeah.
Thank you, fellas.
Yeah, nah, that one was bad on his part. And listen, we love Anson, and I get where he's coming from. But I did kind of want to address that this morning because we all know this is going to be a long offseason. We are going to debate back and forth. We're going to point fingers, and rightfully so, because this team has regressed. This is not a step back. From that 2023 NFC Championship season, we have absolutely regressed as a franchise. But I think that calling a fan base entitled, a fan base that cares about this team, a fan base that has put up with losing for decades upon decades upon decades, I'm sorry, I just think that's wrong. And listen, you're going to get those. You're going to get the overzealous fans, right? You're going to get the overzealous fans that's going to demand, everybody gets fired and they want golf gone, they want this and they want that, and all that's cool. You're going to get a lot of those. We get them in our chat every single day. But at the same time, being mad at those type of fans is not getting us anywhere. And to be honest, this morning, those type of fans, they can take a victory lap. Because guess what? To a degree, they were absolutely right. And a lot of this is going to fall on Brad Holmes going forward. But even to the crowd that is overzealous, you also have to realize Brad Holmes not going anywhere. Dan Campbell, he's not going anywhere. Jared Goff, he's going to be here. And no, they are not going to let a $69 million cap hit their books. These are the non-negotiables about, what this team is going to look like going forward. Let's accept that, and then let's go, base our opinions off of that.
Can we finally, like once and for all, and I know how it's going to work, and, that's okay. Can we finally say about Jared Goff what some of us have been saying forever? I like Jared Goff.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
but
Jared Goff needs everything right.
He does.
And stop it. I'm gonna beat you to the punch. Every quarterback needs protection. Some quarterbacks need it more than others. He is one of them. That does not mean that I don't want him. That does not mean that I think he's a bum. No quarterback likes pressure. You're right. Some handle it different than others.
Yeah.
Some need their porridge just right.
Yeah.
Okay? For some people, it's Goldilocks. This porridge is too hot. This porridge is too cold. Some quarterbacks need their porridge just right. He's one of them.
Yes.
That is not a slight. To me, that's an unarguable. I mean, what else do you need to see?
And that's okay. Because
okay,
guess what?
exactly.
That man has been to a Super Bowl. He has. You can say what you want about him. He has gotten there. Yes, he didn't do anything once he got there, but you have to give him the credit. He has been to a Super Bowl, being the type of quarterback that he is.
In that Super Bowl, Belichick showed the rest of the NFL how to defeat him.
Which is facts.
And Brian Flores took it to another level this year. He did.
You know what's interesting, too, is you were talking about, like, I didn't see the show on Tuesday that was referenced, but
it was Wednesday, by the way.
Oh, whatever it was.
Yeah.
The gist I get from it is he kind of went Jared Goff from a couple weeks ago. Remember when Jared Goff was on the flagship? And I looked right in the camera. And I said, Jared, you're our quarterback. I love you. Big fan. Really, I'm serious. Never thought those words would come out of my mouth. But you have to understand, you can get pissed all you want, but that's misguided anger.
Absolutely.
You put yourself in this position. You guys did. You guys were a 500 team for 2 months. Now well under 500, I might add. All right?
Bottom of the division.
For 2 months. You're the team that went 1-4. But you remember he said that before the Steeler game? Oh, that actually pisses me off and everything. And I was like, all right, I know sometimes you don't want to take things out of context, and maybe he had a big moment. But you've got to understand why people feel that way. You've got to you have been the team that's been 500 for 2 months. You were the team that pooped itself on Thanksgiving. All of those variables were true. And it was great that you came back and beat Dallas. It was. But do you know, you can talk about doing things and you can do them. You can talk about winning 2 straight games. But if you don't, then what happens? Then people go, wow, here we are, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And now we're even beyond that.
Loss, loss, loss.
Now it's, right. That's where we're at. That's the reality of it. I mean, that's the stuff that I don't get. And I have always tried to be one of those people. I don't tell fans how to
root,
cheer, and root.
Police and fandom.
If you want to boo, boo. I'm not a booer. I jokingly boo. Like, here, I'll give you an example. Maz, what jersey do you have on the table?
Caleb.
Boo! Right? Like, I'll do
that.
that.
Me, by the way.
You're never going to catch my ass booing somebody at a game. It's not me.
I'll just sit down.
KG, if you want to do it, go right ahead.
And I will.
You ain't going to get shit from me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. And I think especially in a year like this, to try to chastise other people for that,
it's stupid.
I think it's silly.
It's stupid. And
I know what your
your
record indicates.
I know the new money Lions fan talk and all that, but the old money fans need to take a step back as well, because that shut up and be grateful shit. Like, we're not here for that.
No.
Like, that is, we play these games, we buy these tickets, we root for this team to go out there and win ball games. And you want to win ball games to have a chance to play for a Super Bowl, flat out. That shut up and be grateful shit is dead on that. This team has reached a certain level, and we need to have expectations for them going forward. So, no, I will not shut up and be grateful for a 2-year regression.
I will not do what
I support this regime.
I will not do what I've been screaming at Lion fans not to do for 30 years. Okay, I'm not comparing the Lions to the Lions anymore. I'm not doing it. Those days are done.
Yeah.
Remember when we... No. You know what? We've graduated. We live like other NFL teams do. our expectations have changed. Before it really was, golly gee, we got in the playoff.
All right.
Isn't it? This is wonderful. Yeah, we're out after a week, but no. I'm not accepting that shit. I'm not. Sorry. Can Maz finish reading these chats before we break?
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Shane Johnson, 41. The window closed after last year's playoff loss when the Lions were favored by 10 over Washington.
How do you want me to argue that?
I can't argue with you because they came back and looked like crap against the Packers in week 1.
I disagree with you, but I can't argue.
Here's what it is. They did run off 4 or 5 after that, but here we are now. 7 of 9 yards. Anson was calling us entitled just a couple of days ago because we expected more from this team. He changed his tune last night.
Not bad. Shout out my dog.
There's nothing wrong with expecting more. That I told you that was always my problem with the Jim Caldwell era. Like I was a bad guy because I didn't want to just make the playoff and lose.
Right.
Yeah, but 9-7 was so much better than the Patricia era. What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that logic never made sense to me. Never.
And Jim Caldwell gave us the most winning at that time that we had experienced in recent memory, but they were right to do what they did. They were right to, okay, we're hitting a ceiling. Let's try and go get better. The problem was Martha was too old and she hired the wrong motherfucker.
Yep.
That's all that was.
Period.
Bear down, 0022. Sorry for your loss. I want to say this in the nicest way. Caleb over Goff. Goff will never win the big games. Go get Burrow or tank for Arch Manning.
Do you know how many times Stick and I have had that conversation? Seriously?
Yeah.
How do you say to somebody?
It's not a bad take.
Much respect.
Yeah, it's not a bad take.
How do you say to somebody? Yes, he can. Do you know when that changes?
When he does.
That's when that changes. Mm-hmm. You can talk about it until you're blue in the face, right? I can tell you over and over, yes, he will. You'll see. You'll all see. I can do that dumb shit. But until it happens, what am I supposed to say? If some guy says, you will never win with Jared Goff, right? How do I argue that right now?
You can't.
Right now, you got no argument. I can hear your grandfather and father, though, behind you.
Oh, they were cackling at me
right now,
yesterday.
I can hear them right behind you.
It was, you know what it was? It was the reverse Dickens Christmas Carol.
Yep.
They came to me and laughed at me. You are so dumb. Hey, Dad, how you enjoying heaven? You're an idiot. Hey, Dad, nice to see you. I haven't seen you since you passed away. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
I could have told you what was going to happen. Freddie Felt, instead of grit, we got shit this season. That's my line, Freddie. Caseville Country Boy. Ertz should have been played in that NFC Championship game. Ertz should have been played in that NFC Championship game.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Zach, you talk about Zach Ertz?
Yeah. Was Ertz out last year in that playoff game? I don't know.
That was 2023 when we had him. I mean, we had him for 2 weeks.
Right, you're right. That's what he meant.
Zach Ertz wasn't making a difference.
Well, he should have. He definitely should have played in that game.
In fairness, he said in the NFC Championship.
Yes,
game, right? Yeah.
You are right. Caseville Country Boy.
I guess.
Dante, 151. 6 teams from the 2024 playoffs will miss the 25 playoffs.
Isn't that unbelievable?
That is something I've never seen before in the NFL. Lions, Chiefs, Ravens, Vikings, Bucks, not officially yet, and Commanders. What is this garbage?
Think of the money you could have made.
Yeah, we chatted about it, man. It's amazing. This shows you what what's his name? Goodell has in mind for us. And next year, we're going to go play a game in Germany on top of it all. Caseville Country Boy again. Jared Goff has now set his career-high sack record-breaking 35 sacks in 2021 when we had a better offensive line. So I don't want to hear any bull.
Come on, bro.
And Twan Thompson, 7105. We will never win a Super Bowl with a guy who needs everything to be perfect. We need a mobile quarterback who can extend and make plays with the guys we have.
That O-line was not good in 21, big dog.
And D2387 wraps it up for this segment. I think Brad and Dan simply need to go say, F them picks, use their cap room to its fullest advantage, make it happen before it's too late. The only problem there, I don't think they have much cap space. They had it this year, and they paid a lot to Kirby, but they don't have it next year. They do not have a lot next year.
They'll figure it out. That's why some of these extensions were done in the first place.
Yep.
They'll figure it out.
And he wants to elongate it by taking some of the, Egyptian magicians of the world.
Of course.
All right, he's not quite ready yet, but he will be soon.
Like your brisket.
Right?
What temperature do you need again?
Dude, I need
130.
Listen, I did two. And they don't cook evenly. I had one hit at 195, and then I wrapped it in the butcher paper, and the other hit at like 185, and I was like, nah, I need to leave that on a little longer, right? And Maz, that's KG's not quite ready for prime time yet, but let me tell you something. I wrapped him in wrapping paper.
Oh.
My man is going to be a bitch in about an hour.
Oh.
And somebody's going to pay, and they're going to pay dearly, right?
Justice.
No, really. I mean that's what I'm talking about. That yes, exactly it. They don't cook evenly. One was like butter, where you put the knife on top of it and the knife kind of falls in, and you're going, my work here is done.
Baby meat.
And then the other one, I sit back and go, I'm going to wrap this one in butcher paper and leave it on the smoker, but this one's going to be even better. I promise you, because I have this wrapped on the smoker.
So
and then
butcher paper doesn't burn?
And it butcher paper. No.
Doesn't burn?
I'll wrap it in that damn Caleb jersey is what I'll do. Butcher paper burn. And that's when I'm like, that one was my KG. I'm like, okay, you wait. You think that's good? You wait. I'm going to give this guy a little bit, and this thing is going to be unbelievable. Now I want to go cook another brisket.
I can tell.
We got-
Instead of cooking, can we just go to Black Rock?
Yeah, Maz, can you tell them about Black Rock?
We can. We can go to Black Rock, guys. Matter of fact, I owe them a visit. I do. I owe Black Rock a visit. Looking for dinner plans that sizzle? Head on over to Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on the stone. They launched a whole new menu, returning favorites, and the newest way to sizzle. How about that? Prime sirloins are here to stay. All-you-can-eat platters for only $20. And still, like Sean said, if you forgot a couple of people on your Christmas list, your New Year's list, get to Black Rock. Get yourself a gift card right now through the end of the year. Buy $50 and get $10 bonus bucks. You can spend it any way you want. And the best part, when you go to Black Rock, mention Woodward Sports, they give you 20% off your entire food bill. Only at Black Rock Bar and Grill.
And can you tell us about Wicked Pickle, Sean?
Yeah, I can tell you about Wicked Pickle, the spot for pickleball in the Metro Detroit area. Pickleball in Westland, that's where you need to be, and especially you need to be there January 9th through the 11th. It's the Woodward Sports Wicked Pickle Open. Friday night at 7:30, the Woodward Sports Celebrity Tournament hits the courts. All the shows are throwing down in one way, shape, or form, plus celebs. It's all broadcast live. Then the real battle begins. 3 days of nonstop pickleball, men's, women's, mixed, single divisions. This is where champions are going to be made out there at Wicked Pickle in Westland. Sign up now. Simply go to pickleballtournaments.com or call Wicked Pickle at 734-331-3451. That's 734-331-3451.
And Sean, one more. The main event with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I can tell you all about that. We are really excited. This is going to be an exciting first week of January for us to kick off 2026. Amon-Ra St. Brown is making a difference on and off the field, showing us all the true meaning of community and care. Amon-Ra, through the St. Brown Foundation, has partnered with Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and Wicked Awesome Wishes to host the main event. It's January 5th from 4 to 7. Children facing life-altering challenges and illnesses will join us at Lady Jane's flagship station here in Birmingham for a night of joy and unforgettable memories. They'll get to dye their hair blue, enjoy a special dinner, and take part in fun activities crafted with love by the team at Wicked Awesome Wishes and Lady Jane's. Tune into Woodward Sports Live on Monday, January 5th, as we share and support this amazing cause. Shout out to Amon-Ra and his foundation. It's unbelievable the great stuff that they're doing. For more info, visit stbrownfoundation.org or wickedawesomewishes.org.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Terry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Big shout out to Jars Cannabis and their newest product that they're promoting, Spider Legs Premium Pre-Roll. Spider Legs is a premium pre-roll brand where bold innovation meets meticulous precision. Spider Legs sets a new standard, blending strength and sophistication for those who value products built with care and purpose. I know I do. Spider Legs can be found in over 200 dispensaries statewide, and you can follow Spider Legs on Instagram at Spider Legs Official. And Sean, can you tell us about Sun Cruiser?
I can tell you about Sun Cruiser. Sun Cruiser was a huge part of our holiday. No doubt about it. You know, we talk so much about it with game day, and obviously it's been a big part of what we do at both Gillies and certainly down at Second Best. But yeah, it was part of our holiday routine as well. Why? It's smooth. You got the iced tea, you got the raspberry, you got the peach, you got the lemonade, the pink lemonade, 4.5% alcohol. Just a perfect, good, chill vibe with Sun Cruiser. So keep the good times cruising, even if the football team has broken our little hearts with Sun Cruiser.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking at a lot, you know. I'm going to be looking at a lot of things because I do not like being home for the playoffs, and I know our guys don't either. So, you know, and there again, whenever you lose, man, it takes a village, man. Everybody's involved, including myself, you know. So I'm always going to look at myself first, you know. I'm always going to wish I would have given golf more, given those players more. You know, like on a day like today, you come out, you lose, win, doesn't matter, man. If, you know, you feel like you need to improve or can't improve, you want to. So Brad and I will have a lot of decisions to make, you know, a lot of things to look at, the whats, the whys, the how do we improve, because we need to improve. Yeah.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
It is what it is. I don't want to see any more Applebee commercials, to tell you the truth. I don't want to see any Instagrams, him and his wife going to Starbucks with the dog. I don't want to see him.
St. Brown, shut the podcast down.
I don't want to see
it all
him.
in the trash.
You don't live life.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want you living life anymore.
24/7 on the
Every
judge
moment
machine.
of your day.
Hold on. I just don't want to see it. That's all. You can do whatever you want. I just don't want to see it. That's all.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
I don't want to see it. I don't give a shit.
What do you say, man?
Yeah, I don't care.
We knew.
They broke me.
Yeah.
They were listless yesterday.
Do you know
Absolutely listless.
Like, I'm not being funny. Do you know why yesterday didn't hurt as much as I thought it would?
Because you knew it.
Because I gave it up.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
We had lost
Seriously.
2 in a row before that.
I hardly paid attention to the game. I just was like in a fog watching it. I was in a fog.
Yeah.
And Netflix, I'm sorry, guys. You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
You do.
I mean, your initial reaction is probably anger because we all love this team. I told you, when we came in, Sean, after, who was it? Addison, he broke that big run down the field.
Yeah.
And you kind of knew it was definitely over at that point. My first initial reaction is, of course, anger. How could this happen? And maybe literally 5 minutes after that, it was acceptance.
Yeah.
Something just came over me. It was just like, all right, it's over.
Yeah.
Finally, I know definitively it's over.
Did the family all show up? Did they all show up and give their last?
Well, yeah.
they
We all
showed
did
up.
our last viewings
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And rightfully so, because like you said, over this last month, you kind of knew the writing was on the wall for this team. And it just sucks. And that game was the perfect example of it.
Yeah.
They do not have the horses to continue the way that they were going. And I think it's fitting that they lost in the way that they did. I think it's fitting that they're last in the division. And now Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, I support this regime. We should acknowledge all that they have done for us up until this point, but something has to change flat out. The way you're doing business right now is not going to get you to the promised land like you want to get there. So you have to find a way to change your tactics up at this point. I don't know if that's just saying F the picks. I don't know whether that's, signing that edge rusher everybody wants. But either way, you got to humble yourself, Brad. When you come to the podium and explain this to people, humble yourself first and then go to the drawing board and figure out why the hell did this happen.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. I'm with you. He can't go up there and talk about receipts anymore.
Yeah.
That's done. There's no more talking about receipts and things like that and trying to play the role of the villain and all that. Yeah, KG, you know what's funny is I remember talking to you guys and Maz, boy, it seems like forever ago now when you had your epiphany the day of the Dallas game. Hey guys, I changed my mind. We're gonna win. And I accused you of putting that clear on yourself and
The
all
chill
that stuff.
medicated.
I still thought even then, though, that we would probably be a playoff team.
Of course.
I did.
I did too.
We
But if
both
you
came in
remember,
here
you know what
like-
I said? It don't matter because we're not winning dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
It
that's
don't
what
matter.
I thought of.
I don't care. You guys, this goes back to the Caldwell era. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to go to the playoffs if we're going to lose. I don't. I'm serious. I don't. I want a championship. Just one, gosh damn it. I'm starting to get angry, and I told myself I was going to get angry today.
You like the Hulk.
I'm getting angry.
Sean,
Can't blame you.
there's a quick super chat here. There's a few of them, but I want to give you this one. I ain't say that. Sean, can you describe this season in meat terms?
That's a great one.
I knew you'd like it.
That's a great one.
Maybe taking it off the grill, taking it out of the smoker at
You know what?
150?
I had Maz over my house for a barbecue, and I told Maz weeks in a row, Maz, I know how you are. All right, you're gonna want to eat. You're gonna come over my house early, and you're gonna start bitching at me to eat early, right? No, but son, I've been thinking about these ribs all day. Maz, I need to get them to 203. I don't care, they're ribs. You need to take them off at 203. Who gives a crap? Nobody's talking about temperature at 203. So I get broken down and I go, all right, Maz, I'm going to take the ribs off. And Maz bites into me and goes, this sucks.
Yeah.
And I go, I told you to wait till 203. How's that?
Sean, what if the meat that you purchased from your butcher, it wasn't the best quality meat in the first place? Because that's kind of how I feel right now.
That's a good one.
I know a lot of people are going to point to injuries, and rightfully so, because the injuries are a factor. I'm not saying that they're
disgraceful.
But compared to last year, injuries are not the issue as to why the Lions went downhill. Toward the end of the season, sure, you can blame it on injuries, but they were not right from the jump. Everything that we said preseason about this team, it all came to fruition. The offensive play calling, what was that going to look like with Johnny Moe? Well, guess what? He lost his job midway through the year. The offensive line and these young kids, how will they hold up? They were good for a point, and then they were bad for a majority. Defensively, and I'm still, listen, I use this last game as a referendum. Yes, it wasn't good enough, but I think Kelvin Shepherd has shown that he is capable if you get him the right pieces, much in the way of Aaron Glenn. Everybody waxes poetic about Glenn now, but when we were going through it, it was clear, okay, he's a chef in the kitchen with not the best ingredients. And he went out there and he made the best what he could do with it. And that's what Kelvin Shepherd has been doing all year. But even so, you had questions on the defensive end as well, and they still hold true. We're good. We don't need nobody on the other edge rusher position. You sign guys like Levi Onwuzurike and Marcus Davenport thinking that would work, and it did not work. So you
don't forget Mosley.
And Mosley. Like, we can go down the list, but once again, something has happened to where Brad Holmes needs to realize the way I'm doing business right now is not going to get us where we want to go, and I have to look at myself in the mirror, and Brad as well, and them two need to get together and figure out how do we get this team to the next level.
You got that Brad Holmes sound from the preseason?
I sure do.
I mean, just as a refresher course, in case you guys forgot what Brad told us, here it is.
Is there a window, or is there a window that you need to stay in? And I think that we've done a good job doing our best we can to avoid windows. And I understand that contracts come up and contracts come up, and, you know, stuff happens. But we feel so good about our young core and young nucleus of players. And, you know, we feel really good about our quarterback. And
this Nick Koloff, Nick at Night, our
shout out guy. Nick, crash out Nick.
He brought that back to me last night. He put that out on his Twitter. And when I heard it again, I got angry again. That takes me to this super chat. Just Little Brian, $20. The GOAT, Little Brian's here.
Shout out.
My main problem with the team is we're always putting faith in players that were cut from other teams. 53-man, or hoping MD, Levi, and Mosley would be the best version of themselves. That's basically what you said
I agree.
A minute ago.
I think they do suffer from being too sentimental about certain guys. And Marcus Davenport is a perfect example. I think that this is somebody that Dan Campbell was familiar with when he was in New Orleans. I think that, you know, they had a good relationship and he wanted to bring him over here. He knew about the injuries. He knew about the history, but he thought that if I can get him in here under my program, that we can get the best out of him. We did it once in New Orleans. We can do it again in Detroit. But guess what? It did not work because that man has been injury prone throughout his career, no matter where he went. New Orleans, Minnesota, and Detroit.
That's strange.
All injury prone.
Can I go back to Brad's comments for just a second? And I mean no disrespect to you, Maz, or Nick, or anybody else. I'm not as angry at Brad for saying what he said as maybe some of you are about the window. Because let me ask you this, all right? And I'm going to compare it to somebody else in a second. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Do you guys like the young nucleus that we have? Do you like the core that we have?
Yes,
I do.
I will blame him for not doing enough to build around that young nucleus, but I'm not going to blame him for saying, I don't buy into the window because this is our nucleus moving forward. And let me compare it with somebody else. I almost said something bad, and I'm not going to say something bad. When Scott Harris stood in front of everybody and said, I don't believe in windows, okay?
He's a swarmy bastard.
And at the same time, you're talking about losing the best pitcher in the game out of the other side of your mouth. That's when I take my hat and fire it across the gosh damn room.
Amen.
At least we got an hour and a half in.
That's moronic.
Amen to that.
So that's why, and I'm not telling you you're wrong.
No, I get it.
Today's one of those days you guys are justified to feel any gosh damn way you want, okay? We're all dealing with this crap differently, all right? But yeah, that's what ticks me off. When Scott Harris says that, knowing full well that the best player in the game is walking away. That would be like Brad going up there and saying something like that and knowing full well that Jahmyr Gibbs isn't going to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how do you replace Jahmyr Gibbs? How? How do you replace Tarek Skubal? Don't you worry. I have so many coochie coo adorable prospects. They're all good. Wait till you see Matt Manning. Oh, my God. Jacob Turner?
We've lost him.
Oh, you are going to forget all about that Tarek Skubal. Wait till you see Jacob Turner.
We've lost them.
Right. And shout out real quick. I wanted to point this one out.
I hate the Bears.
We know, Sean. We know. But shout out to
Fuck
Lunchbox.
'em!
Shout out to Lunchbox in the chat. He asked, KG, when do we start blaming the players not showing up? Want to sit and blame Brad only? And I do think that is a part of it. But at the end of the day, you got to look at this thing. And while you do have, some of your star players, when you just incur this many injuries and your defense is literally made up of practice squad and third string guys, you can only get so much out of those said players. Did you want a little bit more from Goff? Sure, you can say that, but Goff's overall numbers on the year have been pretty damn good. So have Jahmyr Gibbs, so is Amon-Ra St. Brown, so is J-Mo. So could they have done a little bit more? Yeah, maybe. But at the end of the day, with the way this thing turned out, I don't think they had the horses to get to where they wanted to get to.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And that falls on Brad Holmes.
100%.
And once again, I support Brad Holmes. But the results are the results.
How many times do we talk about this? Like when people got so mad at us with AJ, all right? I can still love a guy and point out when he made a mistake.
Exactly.
I can.
Yeah.
And like, I believe in Brad right now. I don't know if you can say that, Maz. I believe in Brad right now. But guess what? I don't believe in him the way I believed in him.
And that's fair.
That took a hit.
That's fair.
That took a hit. Now it's like, you know what? Before, I was willing to go, yes, Brad, whatever you want to do, because
Pause.
you're never wrong. Like one of the forward down the field guys, right?
Right.
And now, no, you know what? There are going to be a ton of people out there that are going to scrutinize every gosh damn decision he makes. And that's where we're at. And I don't blame anybody for doing it now, KG. I don't blame anybody for doing it.
You shouldn't, because, I would say that he's one step above Scott Harris in the fact that his look better. When he told you, okay, we're good in certain areas and stuff like that, for a time, it worked. You can't say that about Scott Harris, so I'm not willing to put him in that boat just yet. But how he's going to respond to this at the end of the year and going into the offseason, that's going to tell me a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. That's going to tell me a lot, because while I do still have faith in him, and we talked about the credit line that he's built up, rightfully so, he does get the benefit of the doubt. Just based on what he's been able to bring the Lions out of. But you can't keep running up that card and not paying the bill.
No, sir.
That bill is coming due, and it's coming due real soon. As a matter of fact, it's here now.
Justice is nigh.
It's here now.
Yeah.
So you either going to pay the bill or you're going to keep giving us the runaround, which you cannot do. Not when this team is this talented, not when you have a core that can compete, and not when we have been so close to a Super Bowl in our franchise's history. You cannot allow that to happen.
Before we go to the break, guys, and we still have some more sound to give you, here's some more super chats for you. DeKing 9488, blame Frank Ragnow for retiring before the season when he could have been. We could have drafted or signed a center and a better guard. Taylor Decker, it might be time, buddy. Decker, we know, is ending. He's been great.
There might be a couple guys.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that for weeks. We better brace ourselves.
Let's say Decker leaves. Do you move Panay over to his original spot as left tackle? I would. I
don't know, because he's been playing so many years at right. I don't know, man.
I know, but maybe he even gets reinvigorated.
To be honest, I would maybe confer with him.
That's exactly. Can I ask him?
Yeah.
I want to ask him.
If he feels comfortable going back to his original position, so be it.
And I do the whole shoot straight with me shit, too. Shoot straight with me, man.
Yeah.
DeKing again. Something is wrong with the coaching if the defense can't stay healthy. I do agree we still need a DE and another cornerback. Like Mohammed, though, stay healthy. Muhammad might not be here. AQM's going to get paid.
He is probably going to get paid.
He's going to get paid. And
He's got double-digit sacks. He's going to get paid.
Pay him.
He's going to get paid.
Yeah, and Hutch got his sacks yesterday.
Right.
Add that onto his. To me, those were junk sacks. You're sacking Max Brosder.
Yeah, true. But he went and got him.
It's like Pad Stafford
It's
yesterday.
the same,
Yesterday was Pad Stafford
I'm sorry,
stats.
I feel the exact same way about Hutch that I felt all year, and I'm not going to change my opinion. He's damn good. I'm happy he's here. Stop calling him elite.
Yeah.
Stop it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
That's
I'm
fair.
serious.
That's fair.
Casey, Caseville Country Boy, KG, you're on crack. The 21 team soars above this line. The 21 team.
I wouldn't say soar, though. That, like, you being extreme when you say that. 2021, the Lions were still not good. That was the first year of Brad and Dan really taking control. They were not good until 2022, and they even started that season off 1-6.
Yep.
They were not good in 21. That's all we're saying, Caseville.
Here's one for Sean. This goes to you, Sean. Right. Zachary Luke. My father passed away watching his team never win anything. Now I carry the legacy of watching him win nothing, but Brad Holmes says we're good. Yeah,
that's
you
the
got
reality,
the legacy,
yeah.
my man.
I don't think that's one thing, honest to goodness. I'm very glad that Chris Spielman is here because I think Chris Spielman gets that because Chris Spielman understood that.
He lived it.
I understand that Brad Holmes can't run this franchise for the fans. I understand that Brad Holmes can't think about sense of urgency, but at the same time, you know what I don't understand? When we all knew damn well in 2023 they were this close, you folded your arms and you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That one hurts me more, honestly. That one hurts me more than 24 or 25.
I told you.
Yeah.
You were a half away. One half.
Not even a quarter.
I was working. I think I told you guys I was working with Lomas, and Lomas and I did a show, and like we looked at each other, like when the deadline passed, we kind of looked at each other like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really, that was kind of my feeling, and oh well.
Mr. D.E. Slaughter,
oh well.
I'm sick of this regime thinking they can coach up and fix any player. Pure arrogance. Time to go out and get some players.
He's not
You're
wrong.
going to hear a lot of that.
Shout out Daryl Slaughter.
I'm
That's
on
my
you.
guy. Shout
I'm
out.
not going
I'm
to
with
argue
you.
one bit with you,
Yeah.
my friend.
Nope.
It's hard to argue at this point.
There was an arrogance about this team in the last year, and there was an arrogance about our fan base as well. Let's look at ourselves.
Yeah.
There was.
That's what Anson was trying to say about entitlement fans.
We
but I don't know about that. What do you mean by the fans?
I think that a lot of us, just poo-pooed everybody away in the division in particular.
Yeah.
I said at the beginning of the year when they picked up Parsons, I used the term. I said Green Bay scares me.
Yeah.
Scares
Well,
me.
you know how
And
I feel.
that just like that
Right.
we were. Oh no! We're the beasts of the North. Oh no! Everything runs through Ford Field. We were arrogant too. We were. And hey! I'm not pointing the finger at you guys.
No, but
Me too.
until that
Me
point,
too.
we all had a right. That's why I hate the blame game shit. Yes, Woodward Sports were behind the Lions when the Lions were the best team in the NFC. It was clear without a doubt for almost 3 years that the Lions were the team to beat. However,
It's a big
it's
however.
all about the postseason,
Yep.
and we did not get it done in the postseason.
And none of us deviated.
okay.
None of us deviated from that. I know KG, you and I in particular didn't.
Yeah.
This is. We were talking about this when I was with Neil.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm not going to shy away when the Lions were eye level with every other team in the league.
Just getting the
I'm
playoff
not doing
isn't
that.
good enough anymore. Go
But
win a
now,
Super Bowl.
now they aren't that anymore,
Nope.
and they need to address that. They aren't that anymore.
I ain't say that. $10. I know it's just football, but I feel so hazy after seeing what I saw yesterday. It was like a fever dream. Pretty sure at one point the three announcers were just the letters SOL. I need my Lions blankie.
I'm so mad. We gonna hear that word, them three letters, so much.
And you know what I'm most mad about, KG? I got to shut up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most mad
Yeah.
about. I got to shut up.
My daughter asked me, Dad, what does SOL stand for? Does it mean same old shit? Same old losing? Is that what she said? Same old losing? SOL. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it is, honey. Just Little Brian, another $5. At first I thought Sam would be the odd man out, but these last few weeks have been brutal without him. And that's Sam Laporta. And you hit it on the head. Because the offense has not been the same since he has gotten hurt. And the back injury that went from, and I remember the Washington game, there was like 4 commanders tackling him. He was carrying them like Mark Bavaro on that Monday night game in San Francisco. And he carried them, and I'm like, ooh. Then the back injury, and then Dan Campbell's like, yeah, he's going to be out a little bit. And then the next day, yeah, he's out for the season. He actually didn't even say that.
Right.
He actually said, yeah, he had a something with his back. They took care of it. He had a procedure. Not surgery, procedure. So who knows? And who knows if he's going to get paid. Sideless. I trust Brad to draft us out of this. But I don't trust him to make the right personnel moves in the offseason without another breakdown.
And that's what it is there.
Hey,
like,
boy,
I don't think you
where's
can.
that bell? Somebody give me that damn
Nah,
bell.
and Neil was talking about it, earlier in the week. They are at a point now to where I don't think the draft can fix your issues. And I know that's your bread and butter.
That's
I know
like
that's
2
where you
seasons
make
of drafting away.
Exactly. And I know that's where you make your bread and butter. I know that's your lane. But you got to get better in terms of free agent acquisition and the trade market, because that might be the way to improve this thing.
It's really simple. I remember arguing with Lion fans about this a decade ago. You build through the draft, and then you go get your luxury signings.
Yeah, you close.
Right. It's not rocket science. And for so many years, the Lions did things ass backwardsly.
Yeah.
Right. And now, Brad, now it's time for that. You know what? Maybe you do have to go make a deal that makes you wince. Maybe you do have to say F them picks.
Yeah, Neil said it. It's time to get uncomfortable a little bit.
Yep.
I said it, and I'll keep saying it. Zeitler should never have been let go out of here. I don't care. He shouldn't have been gone. And Labartney, our good friend, shout out, guys. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas outside of that game yesterday. We want to thank you again, Labartney, for that great hat I got at home.
Yep.
The Arabic writing on it from Dubai. It says Detroit.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
Safe
and
travels
Dante,
back. Appreciate it.
Dante, another 10. I didn't watch a single minute of that game yesterday. I was playing Cards Against Humanity with my parents.
So did
and
I.
my sister and her husband. We had fun. Also, the NBA games were more fun than the NFL yesterday.
Dante, we literally had a Cards Against Humanity routine at my house last night.
How about that?
And I got the magic card. You know what the magic card is?
No.
You win every time you are dealt this card. Pac-Man guzzling jism.
Oh, okay.
Whenever that card comes up, I win. Like how do you argue that? Yeah, think about that image. I mean,
I am.
Dante, you know what I'm talking about. People that have played Cards Against Humanity, when you get that card, that means you win that hand. Period. End of story.
I think my wife
I've never
has
played
that
that
game
game.
somewhere.
It's very inappropriate.
I bet.
No, yeah, very much
It's
so.
very inappropriate.
Where we want to go here? We're almost out of time already.
We got to do our dumb picks.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's do Planet Fitness, Jackson, Vin Johnson.
Planet Fitness, it is literally for everybody. Over 2,700 clubs nationwide, over 50 in Metro Detroit. I've been going to the Northville location for 20 years. Get yourself access to the Black Card Spa, where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. It's just $24.99 a month. They've got a partnership with the Lions. Keep tabs on that. I'm sure they'll do it next year as well. Pop into any of the local Planet Fitnesses. Find out how you can win tickets to check out the Detroit Lions. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
And Jack's Car Wash.
Hey, guys, when the weather finally breaks, you want to get that car washed and keep it clean.
I need a car wash!
Jack's Car Wash. Over 50, almost 50 locations in Michigan.
That's only one thing that'll make me happy.
Thank you, Sean. Get me a pen while you're up, as a matter of fact.
No.
Listen, guys, you can text WSN to that number on the screen, 888-522-1729. Get yourself a free car wash just by writing WSN to that number. Come on, guys. That's that easy. If you join the Unlimited Club, you get to wash your car every day, twice a day, 365 days a year. Free vacuuming, top-tier service, and a whole lot more. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you guys, jackscarwash.com.
And Sean, a lot of people want justice for this morning. Can you tell them where they can find that?
Oh, do we need justice? My goodness gracious. Sometimes you get ticked off and you have to throw things. See, I told you, stop throwing hats. And you know what? He probably has a case right now.
Yep.
And Ben Johnson would be the guy to take that case.
You're
because
going to jail,
corporations,
punk.
the government, insurance companies, even guys that throw hats in the studio in a fit of rage, they do whatever it takes to minimize your liability and withhold your compensation. So when something goes wrong, you know what you need to do? You need to make Ven your first call. Get the fighter in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill Sub-Zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play. Chill Sub-Zero.
Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. Venfights.com.
Hey, shout out to our friends at Sharon's. They've been serving the community for over 40 years. So when you're around that long, you must be doing something right. And it starts with service. It's all about service. Make no mistake about that. And they're improving their service. Check out the new and improved website, sharonsheating.com. Added a few customer-friendly options. DTE gas customers, you get a free furnace tune-up through the end of 2025. Free instant estimates for equipment replacement. Online filter purchasing. You can give them a call the old-fashioned way as well. 734-238-3805. That's 734-238-3805. Tell them that Woodward Sports sent you.
All right, guys, Chill Medicated. You know I've been talking about it for quite a while now. Use that roll-on on my knee and my neck quite often. Let's face it, no matter what we do, we all have our aches and pains. Why not get Chill Medicated to get you through the day? Chill Medicated's line of topical products are non-transdermal. That means they will not get you high. You could use it at home, work, and at play. Find relief right now any way you want it. ChillMedicatedCBD.com. They have a whole line of products. Check them out. Make sure you tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
Losing is very disappointing. Losing. I hate losing. They hate losing. We do. But look, some of these things that come up, the effort's there. It's just, boy, we are not, we're just a little off here, and it's costing us significantly, and we just, there again, too many turnovers. That's what really got us, man. Just couldn't overcome it. We've lost a lot of players and always been able to, next man up, bounce back, find ways to win, and we felt good about Skip going in there.
23-10 final yesterday in Minnesota. They are eliminated, 8-8. Last in the division, Sean. Last in the division. But there is a good side to being last in the division. Do you want to see what it looks like next year?
No.
I want to show it to you.
Well, go ahead. It's
Okay?
just like I'm not going to look at that just like I don't look at that dumb cloud above.
No, I just want you to look at it.
Yeah.
No.
Would you please put up the schedule there,
Yeah.
KG?
And thanks, I had to do extra
I'm not
work
looking
for this
at it.
one, man. So
You
thank
did?
you very much for that. Yeah, you sent. It was text. It wasn't a link. It was just text. So, but I got it up. Here you go.
These are the teams. You can zero in on those.
Mm-hmm. That's
You're
great.
going to play your division.
Yeah.
But look at the crap you get to play
That's fantastic.
next year.
Oh, I can't wait.
Look at that crap.
Yay.
KG, read the crap to us.
14-3.
All right, so of course the division you're going to play the Packers, Bears, and Vikings twice.
Yep.
Then you're looking at games at home against the Bucks, at home against the Patriots, at home against the Jets, at home against the Saints, at home against the Giants, at home against the Titans, and then you'll go on the road for teams like the Bills, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals.
You hear all those crap teams?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Now, we'll go to Buffalo. We'll play in their new stadium, which is kind of nice.
Cool.
Or one of those games will be in Germany, of course.
Wow, yeah.
Okay?
I'll make that trip.
So that is the bright side of finishing last in your division. Unless they beat the Bears, if they do, guess what? You sub out the Cards, Titans, and Giants with the Colts, Rams, and Commanders. Not a huge step up, but still, you get the Rams again. Who wants to see them? But at least there's a bright side to finishing last this year. Sean, your thoughts? Okay.
I'm looking at KG right now. KG has the same look. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm
just trying to give you.
I'm still
That's
tapped out.
awesome.
I'm trying to give you
Appreciate
what it
that.
looks like
That's
next
great.
season.
No, and we
I'm
gonna
sure
hear.
we'll take care of all those games in our division. We were great
yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
Right.
We're terrific.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Before we make our picks, I want you to hear Dan Campbell talking about. Someone asked about Jared Goff.
Why don't you keep kicking me in the ribs?
Listen, tell me what you
Why don't
think.
you put on your Bears jersey?
Tell me what
you haven't
you
hurt me enough today.
Tell me what you think of Dan Campbell's description of Jared Goff.
Oh wait, you know what? I pulled the wrong video. I thought the last
That's
one
okay.
was the golf video. Give me a second.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Again, this is Dan Campbell talking about Goff, and like we said, we like Goff. We're happy he's our quarterback, but he does need, as Sean says, his porridge perfectly.
Yeah.
Goldilocks got to sit down and not burn her mouth and not make it too cold. The bed can't be too hard, can't be too soft. It's got to be just right. If it is just right, he is one of the best quarterbacks, pocket passers in the NFL.
I'm
But-
looking forward to Eagles and Bills, by the way.
Yeah, should
I
be a
am.
good one. We got a good slate of games here that we're going to be chatting about
Okay.
here. Why don't we do that as KG brings the golf stuff up? So let's start. Here's our games. Let me tell you the stats so far. Sean is the leader in the clubhouse right now at 64-50. Kenny is now in second at 61-53. I've dropped to third. I used to have like an 8-game lead. I'm now 4 back, and JB trailing the field at 56. Let's start with the Texans at the Chargers.
Cam, run some music.
Chargers favored by 1.5, Sean.
You know, I have been on the Texans all year.
They've won 7 in a row.
I've been on the Texans all year. I really have been, and I'm going to stay on them. I think the Texans win outright. How's that?
Okay. Cam, Texans at the Chargers. You're going to be JB today.
Remember, it spreads.
Spreads?
Yeah,
What
Cam.
spreads?
1.5. Line's 1.5.
Chargers are favored by 1.5. Want the Texans or the Chargers?
Let's go
You
Chargers.
said Chargers.
Okay.
All right,
So that's a
KG.
JB.
Texans at plus money all day. Give me the Texans.
I'm going with the Chargers.
All right.
I believe in Harbaugh.
Same.
Of course.
Okay. Ravens at the Packers. This game used to mean something to us 24 hours ago. It doesn't mean a thing now, except to the Ravens. They have to win out and hope Pittsburgh loses too. Ravens at Pack. Pack now favored by 4.5. I'll go first. Packers will put the Ravens out of their misery. Give me the Pack. Now, give me the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens to cover that game. I will. Sean?
I'm leaning that exact same
Yeah.
way. and
Packers don't need it.
I'm not. Packers win, Ravens cover.
Right. Packers don't have a quarterback. Love is down. Malik Willis might not play. Who's next?
I got to take the Ravens.
Yeah.
and
I
it's-
think the Packers win, though. I
It's
really do.
alleged that Lamar Jackson
too.
is a game time decision.
He's doubtful.
Yeah, well, doubtful.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, shit. He probably won't play. But either way, give me the Ravens. I'm taking the Birds.
Cam, who do you want?
I am also taking the Ravens at Lambeau Field on the frozen tundra.
All right. Here's the battle. Don't laugh at me. This is the battle for the number 1 pick. It's
Why
the only
did
reason
you
I
put
put
this
it
on there?
because I want to hear what you say.
No, I know why you put it on there. My G-men.
The Giants at the Raiders.
What?
Raiders are favored by 1.5.
It's literally the worst game
I know.
on the schedule
It is.
all year.
It is. The Raiders are getting 1.5 points from the Giants. Let me explain something to you. Last year, the Giants were playing the Colts, the last game of the year. I was in New Jersey. My daughter Lily has never gone to Giant Stadium. Want to go to the game, honey? It's nice out. Yeah, I really want to go. We went to the game, had great seats. All the Giants had to do was do what they usually do, lose, and they would have had the number 1 pick. Drew Lock threw 4 touchdowns and ran another one in, and the Giants missed out on the number 1 pick.
I'm sorry, Sean. I feel you.
Sean, who you like, Giants or Raiders?
Giants, sure.
Okay, Giants. Cam?
Taking the G-Man.
Okay. And KG.
The G-Man. Let's get it.
Me too. Okay. We'll move to a great game now. A good game. Jags at the Colts.
Jags.
Colts are getting 6.5 at home.
Ooh,
Jags.
6.5 though.
6.5.
Old Man Rivers was cute and funny for about
Okay.
a game and a half.
All right.
Colts are a mess,
Yeah.
as predicted.
He'll keep it close though. Give me Old Man Rivers, man, in the Colts.
I'll take Old Man Rivers as well.
Yeah.
Cam?
JB and I want the Jags.
Okay. Gotcha. Seahawks at the Panthers. Seahawks already clinched. They're looking for the number 1 seed, though, even though it's in the Niners' hands. Panthers getting 7 at home, Sean.
I'm taking the Panthers in 7.
I'm taking the Panthers as well.
Me too.
Let's get it.
Me too. JB?
Look out for those Seahawks in that number 1 defense, though.
Okay, you want the Seahawks?
By a touchdown, though? I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
We want them.
Here's the game of the weekend. Eagles at the Bills. Bills playing one of their final home games at Ralph Wilson Stadium, whatever they call it these days. Rich Stadium. Bills favored by 1.5 points over the Birds. I'll go first. Give me the Bills.
Bills.
Oh, I hate y'all, man. Give me the Bills. I wanted to pick different. Give me the Bills.
How about you, Cam?
Let's go Eagles since JB and I are in last. Let's
There you
go.
Let's
Good
go,
choice.
JB.
I like that.
Yeah.
And finally, the night game, Bears at the Niners. Niners going for the top pick. The top seed in the NFC. They're favored by 3 over the Bears.
Niners.
I know that.
Niners all day, man. Come on.
Kenny?
I'm sorry. Give me the Bears.
Oh, okay.
I took them last week.
Yeah.
And you won with them.
Is that it?
I'll take the Niners to cover that game. How about that?
That was it. And
Actually, bullshit. I'm taking the Bears. Who am I kidding?
Of course you are. Like,
Taking the
right, yep.
of course you
That's
are.
so on
Why
brand,
don't you
man.
put
You
your
had to
jersey
announce
on?
it?
You can wear it like a skirt.
Wear it proud.
My buddy Chris from bowling came in and brought this in.
That's
This is
it.
not mine.
Have a great weekend. I'll
It
see
is
you.
yours.
This is not mine. This is not mine. Sean,
just
get
walked
back
off.
here.
Bullshit.
Sean! Sean's gone. I guess that's it, huh?
I guess so. Damn, I'm sad, bro.
That's it.
I'm
I
sad.
hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm sorry about the Lions. I'm sorry about the Lions, guys. I really am. They broke our heart again. SOL's back.
No, it's not.
See you later.
Peace, y'all.